Maria. Hi, how are you today?
Good.
Well, we wanted to ask you a couple of questions. So you've been the leader of our group. How did you, what was your experience with that?
Well, it was overall a great experience. Of course, at the beginning it was quite hard for me, as it was the first time I led a group, and we had very different personalities and profiles in the team, so it wasn't very easy. But then, after the feedback session, I tried to get the best out of it, and I think I managed quite well to bring the team to the final step, to the final stage of our journey.
To my knowledge, you were a stakeholder manager in
Correct.
your team.
Correct. Yes.
How was this experience? Did you have any challenges in this huge organization of ours?
Well, let's put it like this: there's you realize one stakeholder leads to another, but in the end, there's a reason. It's a great company because of the people. So we never had any issues with any of the stakeholders, and if anything, it broadened the horizon because you spoke to people you would normally never speak to. And that's another one of the real benefits, I believe, in this TAP program.
What would you say to a future TAP participant about the experience?
Well, I think the first thing I would say that he can be really happy that he's chosen and that he's going to be a part of this really great program, not only from the side of the tasks that they're going to get, but also from the leadership part, that they're going to work with our great coach, with Paul, and also be part of a totally different experience, working in a team, like on the virtual level, but also having 5 new individuals coming together, working on a task. It's very special and I think a great experience there.
So what do you think of working in a virtual team? Is it difficult?
Well, the thing is that we met the first time, so then we had really already agreed to dance, so it was really helpful then for the next steps, and with the right tools we had, the videos, and no, that was quite easy. We managed to see each other quite a few times as well, so that was perfect. And the fact also to have Guillaume in France was really useful because he was always around here, really helpful. And we managed to work really well together.
From a personal perspective, what were the outings for you as an individual, as a professional?
Well, the team is like a family, you know. And I think what you learn is that when you have a very good group of individuals together working on something that genuinely motivates you every morning when you wake up, then the boundaries that previously existed are simply smashed out. And it was a joy starting the project, and that joy will never be forgotten. It's been just a fantastic experience.
Excellent. And
what is the one thing that really sticks with you through this journey?
First of all, working with a great team, with great high-performing individuals. It's a project that definitely was very, very interesting, and we had to perform in order to deliver on the final results.
Very good.
And first of all, how was your experience with TAP overall?
You know, I would only one word comes to mind: magical.
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 And so in these 2 months, what were the key findings, the key outings for you?
You know, what you realize very quickly is that the world is changing at a phenomenal pace, and it's important to predict what's happening. And I would say the key learning at the end is that likely today we have no clue what the future holds, but one thing is for sure: we need to be more agile.
And do you feel that you have done a good job on this project?
I think that we tried to narrow down a very broad project. We tried to keep focus on the scope. And in the end, I think our value proposals are very relevant to the business model of our company.
And what is the future for Tetra Pak like?
The future, I would say, is definitely digital and can be definitely brighter, even brighter than it is today, if we focus on the technologies to deliver on innovation that nobody else can deliver on the market.
What's your best memory of the TAP?
Let me think. I think that was when we were back in Verbier, remember, at Philip's house, when we climbed up the mountain and all of us. I think that was a great team building experience as well. Yeah,
Great.
I think it was great. A great weekend overall.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, and Louise, what is the biggest learning from you from the TAP program?
The biggest learning I think from the TAP program is about myself. I learned so much about myself, the way I really like to work with people in such a high-performing team, this quality of work and this intensity actually that I loved, and I'd like to keep it every day. So learn a lot about myself.
So we also had feedback sessions during our workshops. How did you like those?
I love them. I think feedback is a great tool because, first of all, it makes you improve your self-awareness. And in the team, we already had as values candor and trust. And I think we really use them in each of these feedback sessions. And that would allow us to improve, to see better our strengths and weaknesses, and to use also the takeaways from the feedback in our everyday life. Okay, got it.